Welcome to my YouTube channel, Half Fast Hugo. Today we're going to do a little talk on bike storage. Not riding today. It's a nice brisk, like about 6 degrees outside, so good day to talk about bike storage. So if you're tired of your bikes laying around in your garage up against the wall getting scratched up, stick around. I might have a solution that works for you. All right, so a lot of people are used to using, for bike storage, used to using little homemade things, the wood racks and maybe a PVC thing for the fat bikes. And of course you always have your repair stand that works great for when you're repairing things. And the wood racks, they work okay. They're great for just a little temporary thing. I use them a lot when I'm washing it. The PVC, that's, man, I've had that thing for about 8 years, I think. Had a couple of them, but they work. But now I've built a bike rack, a storage, a wall rack that is mobile. So this is my whole rack. It moves, as you can see. The whole thing is rollable. I've made it about 8 feet tall. It has a base that I can stand on. And then we also have these sliding trolleys, as you can see. So we can store up to 6 bikes if you want. This particular one is 8 feet long. So 8 foot long track in there, trolleys. You can actually buy those tracks at your Menards. I think Home Depot may have them as well. And I made this about 8 feet tall. Have some casters on the bottom. Comes out about 36 inches far just to give it some support. When the bikes are hanging, you do need to put a back wall on there just to hold the tires. Otherwise they will flip in. They will hang kind of cattywampus in there. So let's load some bikes up on it. You can see how it works. All right, so there we are with a couple fat bikes set up in there. So as you can see, I've got my Reeb Donkadonk set up in there, and I've got a Salsa Bear Grease set up in there. And you can pack them in there pretty tight as well. They are pretty easy to move, and you can slide them down and out of the way. So that is definitely an advantage to this type of rack. I can also take the whole rack and move it around the shop anywhere I want. But I can also bring it back over and pack it and get it up in there pretty tight where I don't have to worry about having a lot of big space in between them, especially if I'm not going to move it. So I can just kind of set them in there like that. You can see there's roughly a foot between them on the tires. But yeah, now let's get a few more loaded up in there. All right, so there I've got 6 bikes loaded up in there, as you can see. Got them all slid in there pretty tight, so it works pretty well. Got 2 fat bike hooks that you can see on the top there. All the rest are for regular mountain bikes. Got 6 bikes stacked in there in about 6 feet of space. Like I said, I've got this all on casters, so you can wheel this thing around. I can take it out of the garage all the way if I want. I can move it into my other garage. Got room for another bike or 2 up there. It'd be a tight squeeze to maybe get 8 on there, but I for sure can get 6, which is good because I got another bike coming probably in the next day or 2. So yeah, I don't know, works pretty good for me. Like I said, I like it. You can just slide them right on over. Those trolleys, I use the Park Tool hooks because they have a bolt on the top. The trolleys that are slide back and forth are just barn door trolleys. You can get those at most of your home improvement type stores, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And the same thing with the track. You can order it online. I just built this out of 2x4s. You could certainly just put a support on the, and some kind of hanger off the wall, almost like a shelf, and just put a bigger track or the same track or a 12-foot track. If you just want to be able to slide them, you could get however far you want to just move it around. It makes it nice. It's not a bad setup. So far I like it really well. But as you can see, not a bad setup. I've probably got all total into it, maybe 200 bucks. I had a lot of leftover lumber, so that worked out easy. Got to put a coat of stain on it. Don't like the stain. It came out darker based on what the paint chip said. That didn't work out so well. But as you can see, holds my bikes really nice. Like I said, the beauty of it is I can slide them around. I can take the whole thing and slide it back to wherever I want. For me, it's been great. Certainly works much nicer than those little homemade racks on the floor. Even though this is homemade, it certainly makes it more convenient. So yeah, so far so good. I'm sure we'll have some improvements. Maybe if I redo it, I might actually mount something on the wall to make it go a little easier. I'll have to see how that all works out. But yeah, I'm still getting the bike shop set up. Got roll around benches. I've got a refrigerator in there, a couple roll around cabinets. Still trying to figure out how I want to get everything set up. So yeah, might work for you. Not a bad way to go. I know there's a lot of stuff out there. You can certainly Google it. You can certainly look on the internet for all kinds of stuff on YouTube. They have more sliding racks like this. I know there's some ones that mount to the wall. I didn't really want to mount it to the wall at this point because then it makes it permanent. In this way, I like to be able to move it around. Maybe a little bit more bulky, but at some point I may actually put the track and hang the track, so at least that way all you're gonna have is a support coming out and a track up high and no really stuff there to get in the way. So, all right, so that's what I've got. Yeah, it works really well for me. If you've got another idea, something better, a way I can improve it, drop a comment below. I greatly appreciate that because I'm always looking for new ideas. Yeah, it's just my first go around of watching some of the sliding racks out there and what I thought would work well for me. So if you would, hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment below. I appreciate you watching, appreciate you tagging along and support for my channel. Most importantly, as always though, get outside. Thanks for watching.